So, your seat good? Get the mirrors all adjusted? You can see everything okay? Just stay off the freeways, all right? I don't want you going out on those yet. Just leave your phone in your purse. I don't want you texting. Okay?
Daddy, okay.
Okay. There you go. Be careful.
Thanks, Dad.
Call me, but not while you're driving. We knew this day was coming. That's why we bought a Subaru.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, September the 3rd. It's good to have you with us. We have two guests today. We'll start first of all with Anna Drake, Heart of Missouri CASA. Good to have you here, Anna.
Great to be here, Paul.
Now you're here to tell us about a special fundraiser for CASA, right?
Yes, we are roasting retiring State Representative Chris Kelly.
Oh,
yes.
When is this going to be?
On Thursday, October 23.
Now, who are the roasters?
We're still finalizing all of that right now, but we know that Roger Wilson, our former governor, will be our MC.
Okay, so people can come out and they can throw zings at Chris Kelly.
Yes, we're selling tickets right now, and as well as tables and sponsorships. And
yeah, is there a dinner involved with
yes.
this too? And all of this money goes to help CASA. Explain to the people who are listening who may not be aware what CASA is.
We advocate for abused and neglected children in court. So our role as CASA administrators is to provide specialized training to our volunteer advocates to provide that support in court.
Now, the last time we were here, we were talking about the fact that you're always looking for volunteers,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And volunteers who are willing to give not just time, but also give of themselves, because this is really a very special project.
It is a very special project. Our volunteers are exceptional people. They visit the children twice a month. They sort of independently investigate the abuse and neglect case to which they're assigned and meet with some of the other parties involved in the case, and then write court reports and attend court hearings specifically for the purpose to advocate what's in the best interests of this child.
So they are talking for the children.
Yes.
Since the children don't have a voice in court.
That's exactly right. There are a lot of caring people in the system. Boone County and Callaway County, we have some amazing judges and children's division personnel and guardians ad litem that we work with, but a lot of them are very overloaded. There are 470 abuse and neglect cases in our local court system.
470?
Yes.
Now, in 2 counties?
In 2 counties. That's a lot of cases for not a lot of personnel that are paid to work on that. That's why our volunteer advocacy makes such a huge difference.
How do you stay on top of all of that?
That's a really good question. I have really great staff, and our volunteers are amazing people. They do receive they receive 30 hours of pre-service training before they ever take a case. So we provide them a lot of great background and information to help them succeed. And when they get involved in a case, we have a greater than 75% success rate, the standard of measure that everybody, the court, children's division use.
Yeah. And I would imagine it's also very emotional, too.
It is very emotional.
For the volunteers, it got to be emotional.
It's very emotional.
But you're doing wonderful things for the kids in the 2 county areas that you serve, and you need money to do that. So this roast is going to raise, how much are you hoping?
Our goal is to raise at least $25,000 with the roast, which will be critical for our organization.
That's a lot of money, but if you sell enough tickets and enough people come out, you'll raise that $25,000. So how do people get tickets?
They can go to our website, which is heartofmissouricasa.org, or they're welcome to call us at 573-442-4670.
Okay, and you can buy, and tickets are what?
They are $100 each.
But got to remember,
there's dinner and a great roast and drinks, and it's all at the Columbia Elks Lodge.
Okay. I got it. And the date again is?
Thursday, October 23 at 6 o'clock.
Thank you, Anna. I hope you raise $50,000.
Me too. Thank you,
Best of luck
Paul.
to you. Okay, now stay where you are because we're going to talk about eating healthy for the kids in the morning, and we have Jennifer Dampf with us.
Hello.
Good to have you here, Jennifer.
Thanks,
driving down
Paul.
from St. Louis.
Absolutely, I wouldn't miss it.
The St. Louis District Dairy Council, and you
That's
want
right.
to talk about all of the different options that kids have for breakfast.
Absolutely,
in
because we are back to school and nutrition is important. It's an important part to have them focus in school and not have hungry bellies. And
Right.
So that's
and
important.
breakfast really is.
The most important meal of the day.
Yeah, we've heard that over and over again, but it is true. Isn't
It is true, and it's actually, I like to phrase it as it's your first nutrition opportunity of the day.
Right,
and
because
so we
you're
want to make it
breaking
count.
the fast of the
Exactly.
evening.
Breaking the fast, absolutely. So we want to make sure that it includes healthful things. And so, if the morning is busy at home, which it can be, packing backpacks and lunches and so on, then you can actually get a really great breakfast at school. And it's convenient and affordable. And you can really fit in a lot of different food groups there because they have to follow the guidelines. And so we're going to make sure that you have a protein, that you have a grain, and you have a fruit. And of course, dairy, we want to fit that in there because it is a great source of protein.
Now, do all schools offer breakfast now?
All schools should offer breakfast,
Yeah.
absolutely.
See, when I
And-
was going to school, now that was many, many years ago when I was in grade school. So
Oh, can't be that long ago.
it was like 60 years ago. So
Yeah.
we didn't have breakfast at school. We had lunch.
Well, and there's amazing things happening with things like from the Dairy Council that we encourage, and it's the Dollars for Dairy grant. And so existing schools that have a breakfast program, we can enhance that or help them get started to start a breakfast program if maybe one might not be in place in a very rural area. So you can actually apply for Dollars for Dairy grant through the Dairy Council, and you can apply for funding that you could use towards starting a grab-and-go breakfast, a second chance breakfast, a smoothie program, or breakfast in the classroom. And all
Breakfast in the classroom?
Breakfast in the classroom. A lot of the times, principals, superintendents will get on board with encouraging that because mornings are busy and kids are not hungry right after they hop out of bed, and so they have an opportunity to get to school and sit and eat breakfast. And my daughter's school, same thing. That's what she does. She has the grab and go,
And she has
can-
breakfast in her class?
in her classroom.
Not in the cafeteria?
Not in the cafeteria. It's like it's a brown lunch bag, and it has all the components to follow the guidelines, and of course include our milk. And but it can also include a smoothie in there, or it can include like a breakfast sandwich with cheese and anything that we can work in there for proper nutrition to help them.
So if people
do
want
better.
more information about this, obviously they contact their local school.
Absolutely. Local school, as well as obviously the Dairy Council, and you can stldairycouncil.org or the
And apply for the grant?
and apply for the Dollars for Dairy grant.
That's
Absolutely.
what it's called, the
Dollars for Dairy.
Okay, Jennifer
Absolutely.
Dampf, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming by. It's
Paul.
always a
Thank
pleasure
you.
having
Thank
you
you so
here.
much.
A delightful young lady.
Thank
And
you.
Anna Drake's a delightful young lady too, with that hearty laugh. Tomorrow, Dr. David Newman will be with us. Our program directed by Travis McMillen of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director is Rachel Wise. Thank you for stepping in here, Rachel. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.